What's up, guys? YouTube Jared. So I want to make this video. Mostly, I was watching this video. Try to chill's last video about like 3 hours ago. Like he's moving to another city or something with a friend, a dude friend, to get work, whatever. And he said that this video, he started crying at one point. This video where this guy, Wheezy Nice, kind of touched his heart. It showed a scripture that said, "Don't forgive your brother 7 times, but 77 times." You know what I'm saying? But and I know a lot of stuff, a lot of family problems is going on with him right now, and we're all going through stuff, right? Nobody's left out. But I've learned a lot of things, in my life, and one of those things being the ones that you love the most are the ones sometimes that can hurt you the most. What that means is the closer someone is to you, the more they can hurt you because they're closer to your heart. I learned some other things too that they may not sound real to a lot of people, but a lot of people are not themselves because I believe like there's a spirit realm, right? And there's spirits in this other realm. We can't see them, but they're controlling a lot of people's lives. They're making you think certain things, or a lot of times maybe you had thoughts that you didn't know were not your thoughts. Like you don't think like that. You wouldn't think those thoughts, and you're having a hard time getting them out of your head. Probably because they're not your thoughts. They can put thoughts in your mind, possess you, stuff like that, and there could be more than one. It could be like a ton of them, and they're not all, basically good. So, or they're trying to help you. So you got to be careful with that. So, basically, never trust anybody. I'm not saying don't let someone close to you, because what I've noticed is the more you hang out with somebody, the more they're gonna get close to you, whether you like it or not. It's just how time works. Time works. Everything has pros and cons. The longer you hang out with somebody, the more you're gonna love them or hate them. That's just how it is. The longer you're with somebody, you may get along at first. Then maybe after a year pass on, may start hating them. It's a love-hate relationship. That's what they call it. The closest someone is, let's say you hated someone for years. Then you started liking them. Then you love them because, man, we didn't get along for years, and now we're getting along, so this is great, right? So you're gonna like that person, you're gonna love them more than other people because you didn't get along for years, and now you are. So it's kind of the same effect, so to speak. Basically, with that being said, I've learned to not trust people. At the same time, I don't let just anybody into my life or my heart, and my heart is kind of black, it's kind of dark because of that, my knowledge. So I try, even when I'm close to somebody, to, I'm not saying not think about them, but I just try to keep it at a level of just normality, as normal as possible, if that makes any sense. Try not to bring too much emotion into being with someone or being around someone, or that's family too. It's anybody. I'll say I love you, stuff like that, which I do, but it's gonna break your heart sooner or later anyways, especially if you love somebody and they move away, or maybe they pass away or something like that's eventually gonna happen. We're in the physical realm where things deteriorate and destroy, and eventually, either way, your heart's gonna be crushed. So time, like I said, is also both ways. Time can heal you also. If you wait a long enough, you won't feel it anymore. It'll start going away. But also, time can, like I said, it goes both ways. The longer you're with someone, the more that you can love or hate them. It can grow or it can destroy. The longer it goes on, it leads always up to something, and then past that, like a lot of stuff, like so many things. But you're having a problem with family. Charlie just having a problem with family. So I mean, like that, what's being said right now, like there's gonna be back and forth. They're just talking back and forth. They're talking about it. The best advice I can give you is kind of like what your dad said. Go on, live your life, and try not to think about them, because that's the best advice that I think I can give you as well. The more that you just focus on what you have to do and take responsibility, man. Be a man, you know what I'm saying, as much as you can. I mean, of course, if something's gonna hurt you too much and you can feel it, then try what you can do maybe to avoid it. Um, but like your dad said, live your life. Don't worry about it. And like I'm telling you right now, everything's gonna be okay. Look, let's say like 3 years in the future, you're in a different state, you're in a different city. You don't talk about it. You have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. You're doing good. 3 years from now, things are better. They're looking up, right? You don't know what the future has in store for you. You got a huge subscriber base and stuff like that, so you can obviously make money. I don't know why your channel isn't monetized right now. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do a 9 to 5 like I do. Most people do have to do a 9 to 5. But be careful how and what you say does matter. I know a lot of people nowadays, they don't know what they say matters, but it does matter what you say. Um, that's why also in the Bible says God is not to be mocked. Mocking is just with words. Mocking someone is with words. Words must matter then, right? So be careful what you say, what you do. Another thing I wanted to mention or point out was because this was messed up, and it was messed up even in my eyes too, that your dad wanted to see Tina, and they wasn't getting along with Tina, the neighbor that they get along with, and then he let her come in the hospital, but not you come in the hospital. But then what you did, you started drinking and then saying, "I wish you would die," stuff like that. That's making a bad. I learned this from actually a rapper, Gorilla Zoe. He said, "You're gonna make a bad situation worse. Don't make a bad situation worse, man." A lot of times in bad situations, people make them worse. Why is that? Because they're so angry. Their mind is so cloudy. They don't see. They're creating a bigger problem. They're digging a deeper hole. Let's say your car went out and you're really mad. The driver in front of you, so then you get in a fist fight. Now you're in the hospital and your car gets towed on top of whatever, and then you miss a day at your work, then you lose your job. You just made a bad situation worse. Always think about what's going to happen if you do something else in the situation. Like, okay, like you can't reverse the situation, obviously, but what you can do is move forward and change little things that can create a bigger problem. Don't make a bad situation worse. I learned that from Gorilla Zoe. I'm telling you, do learn stuff from random things or places. Another thing I learned, actually learned this from another rapper since I'm on the subject. This is by OJ Juice Man. He said, 12 years of trapping, I learned to keep quiet. What does that mean? It means after so many years of dealing drugs, he's learned to keep his mouth closed. Don't talk about stuff. Don't talk about stuff. Keep it in here. I got a lot of stuff I keep in here because I don't talk about it. So many people have messed up talking. You don't want to be talking, let everyone know what's going on down specifically. I mislead people sometimes. I misdirect people for a reason. Or maybe not, maybe I'm just playing around, but I don't say certain things. And I still don't, Everybody's got secrets, but some can learn to keep quiet. You see what I'm saying? You need to learn to keep quiet, keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Just go to that city, wherever place you're going. Man, don't worry about your brother. Don't worry about your dad. Just move forward. You're in that car accident right now. You're in that car crash. You're in that car wreck. You know what I'm saying? Don't make a bad situation worse. Don't put, "Oh, I wish you would die." If someone really didn't matter to you, you wouldn't care what happens. You wouldn't even mention it. somebody you don't know, you're like, oh, I wish they died. You don't say that because you really don't know them. You actually don't care about them sometimes on a level to where, it's because you don't know them. And which is also a sad thing nowadays because people don't know each other. They're gonna go to war. They're gonna kill each other and stuff like that. When we all have individual personalities and individual things about us that are positive and some are negative. So go to the city, live your life like your dad said, and don't think about it, man. It's the best advice there is to move forward. Don't make a bad situation worse. Like I said, when your dad had let Tina in and said, what you did, you started drinking and whatever else, what you're doing. And that's when you lost control. When you started drinking, that's when you lose your mind. It's more cloudy. Because you were already cloudy when you were mad when it happened. So then you became cloudy. So then you started drinking. It adds to the cloudiness. It's just a different form of a cloudy mind. Then, because with anger, you can control anger. You can control it if you have more knowledge and power. You can control anger. You can't control as easy anger with drinking plus whatever other drugs you did or you're doing. Not easy. So don't be self-destructive. That's making a bad situation worse. Self-destructive behavior. It comes with knowledge, man. It comes with discipline. Like I say, impulsive behavior. I have it in my family too. I'm extremely impulsive, man. But you can win. You can be like, I know your whole family is too. Your brother's impulsive. They're obese. You know what I'm saying? They do things impulsively. So like your dad, you're a whole family. So am I. But you can always win. You always never stop fighting. There's a saying in a movie that I always think of, and it sounds in the movie they made it sound stupid, but in real life it's legit. Never give up, never surrender. It's the truth, man. Always keep fighting. Everything in life is a fight. You fight for your job. You fight to stay at your job. You fight people harassing you everywhere. You fight to stay fit. You fight, and you know what? Fighting keeps us alive. If you're a good fighter, you'll live longer period of time because you're good at fighting. Everything in life is a fight. Fight to quit smoking. I quit smoking. You can quit smoking. It's self-destructive. It costs a lot of money. It's bad for your lungs, bad for your health. Be a little bit. It sounds weird. This also sounds weird too. But if you are selfish in the right way, you can control it. You can control more things. Like, I don't know how to explain it that much, except that you know you gotta have your mask on if you want to save someone else. If a plane is crashing and if you don't have your oxygen mask on, how are you gonna save someone else? If you're smoking and let's say you try and tell your dad not to smoke, he's not gonna listen to you because you smoke yourself. How are you gonna listen to someone with no discipline when you don't have it yourself? Or you ain't gonna do anything like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things, man. Just don't be self-destructive. You know, don't make a bad situation worse. Keep moving forward. Time heals as well. So if you can get past a day, an hour, 2 hours, minutes, seconds, you can keep going. But the thing is, you need to keep fighting. Even when your parents or your whole family is not there, you can't give up because they're not there. You gotta keep fighting if you want to live. That's where that selfish thing comes in. But it's not selfish. It's something else. There's just no English word for it, or maybe there is, and I don't know what it is. You have to preserve life, preserve your life and other people's lives. Because when you become self-destructive, to around you see it, and maybe they try and get self-destructive, stuff like that. Energy spreads. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, and share this video, guys. Add it to your YouTube playlist. Peace out.